Would you like some strategies to learn how to make a conversation with a woman more fun and flirty? You see a girl going about your daily life and you're like, what could I say to her? How could I keep the conversation going so that she's enjoying it? So that could end in a date, a bit of a game plan, a bit of a structure. So that's what I want to cover in today's infield breakdown, which we're going to jump in a second. So these ones are more about like structures, game plans, frameworks, and I do a video on a Monday, which is more like deeper masculine principles. So let's get into this one. You're going to see some strategies on how to take a conversation from being boring and platonic to making it fun, flirty, edgy, where the girl's actually really enjoying herself without wearing a mask, without being someone that you're not. So let's jump straight into this clip and let's see what happens here.
Thank you.
Your
Thank you.
Okay, so basically he walks up to the girl in the store and says, I just saw you standing there and I had to say you look very cute. So at this point, a girl's going to give you one of three responses. I like to categorize it in this way, and it can be helpful for you as well. So you're either going to get a green, orange, or a red response. A green response is basically what that girl just did there. Like, it's very positive. She's laughing. She's like, ha, 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 ha. That's like a very good response. It means there's a chance that a conversation is going to happen. An orange conversation is somewhat in the middle, like 50-50. She's kind of listening to you, but she's also kind of like half in, half out, which sometimes is normal if you just walk up to a stranger you don't know. So that can be good. Anything orange or green, you can proceed. Red is where you just want to back off. If she immediately says, sorry, I have a boyfriend, or piss off or anything like that, okay, this girl's just in a red category. That'll be normal. If you approach girls from time to time, they'll be in one of these three categories. So it's also the importance of actually approaching. Then you can set yourself up for success. Maybe in 10 girls, 3 are green, 4 are orange, 3 are red. So sometimes it's also just about speaking to women and seeing who is receptive. So initially, really good positive responses here. Let's keep going.
2 seconds. One thing I noticed about you though is you look a little bit Iranian.
No, I'm not.
Really?
No, I'm totally not.
Okay. Like, you really got my curiosity now. Where are you from?
No, I'm from Brazil.
Oh, Brazil?
Yeah.
Ah, obrigado. Okay.
De nada.
Okay. Oh, I gotta go in a second, but what brings the Brazilian girls to kids?
Well, actually, I'm with friends.
So this is a very good question. If ever you're talking to a girl who's not from your city, say you live in New York and she's like, oh, I'm from Colorado or from a different country. Oh, interesting. What brings a girl from X to Y? What brings a girl from California to New York? What brings a girl from Mexico to England? It's a great transition and it gets to open up. So if you're looking for a bit of training wheels that'll help you extend the conversation, that's a really good one.
We're traveling, just having fun.
All right. First time in South Africa?
Yes, it is.
Okay. It's really cool that you're from Brazil though. I've always been wanting to go to Brazil. It's like
You
in my...
should go.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it.
Yeah? Why?
It's fun. It's like Africa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's like Africa.
Yes, it reminds of
Okay.
Cape Town. It has the same feeling, the same architecture.
All right.
So I actually really like that when he says that it's small, but it's also powerful. Like when he's talking to the girl and she's like, oh, you should go to Brazil. You'll really like it. He just asks her, he says, why? You know, it's a bit like qualify yourself a bit. Like, I'm not just going to take everything you say at face value. So when she's like, oh, you really like Brazil, it's like, oh, why? She's like, oh, you really like this. Oh, why would I like it? And it gives her an opportunity to explain herself. But what's also really happening there is she's investing in the conversation a lot more, which is really important. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Sometimes when you're on a date with a girl, be a little bit more curious. Why? Keep going.
Oh, you got beautiful hair. I love your hair. But like, if I had to go to Brazil and I hire you as my tour guide, where would you take me? Where are the really cool places to go to?
Well, everybody goes to Rio.
Okay, so this is really good here. 2 important things he done. Number 1, the first thing is showed intent. So he says, oh, you actually have very beautiful hair. So that's a start, you know, it's a building block. But if you're just a friend if you're just a total nice guy, you probably wouldn't even say that. You'd be like, wow, like too freaked out. So number one, he showed intent. The second thing that you can do is super powerful is you can do a little bit of a role play. So what does he say there? He's like, oh, well, if I had to go to Brazil, you could be my tour guide. Where are you going to take us? Now, this is really powerful. It's a powerful way to make a conversation more fun, more interesting. Girls like fun conversations, not boring ones. So introduce a role play. You can do this on a date. You can do this with a girl you just met. You can do a marriage role play. You can do we can quit our jobs and be country singers role play. Right here, you can do like a tour guide type of role play. And you can hear she's laughing. It's engaging her. So that's really powerful. So that was a big thing I wanted to share. The role play, I don't want to say technique. It's just a strategy you can use. Very powerful, but guys don't often do it that much. So next time you speak to a girl, introduce a role play into the conversation and see what happens.
But I prefer Florianopolis.
Okay.
It's on the south.
What's special about Florianopolis? Like,
It's a cold city.
Okay.
And you have good hotels, good restaurants, good places to go. The usual.
beautiful girls like you.
Yeah.
You know what? The more I look like you, is like I don't know why you look a bit like a teacher. You give me like teacher vibes. You're a teacher.
I used to be.
Okay.
I used to be.
All right.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like a vibe I got from you. Like you know, what did you used to do? Like, what kind of teacher?
Actually, now.
Okay, so again, you can hear the intent. He's like, oh, there are lots of beautiful girls like you. So it's good that he's showing the intent. He's not hiding his intentions. It's good to be direct. Sometimes if you do it too much, you can also come across as too easily won over. So that's a balance that you have to look to strike, but he does that really well. I'm just going to go a little bit more forward here. They talk a little bit about Brazil and stuff. And there's one more piece that I think it's important for you to take note of. So check this out.
I have no idea.
Hey, I got it right with you.
Yeah, so they were talking about what she does for work. Then they were talking about what does he do for work. And he was telling her, like, guess, what do you think it is?
I'm terrible at guessing. I can't guess. I can't read unless I have like some experience from the person a long time. But I just met you. I can't guess.
All right, I'll give you a hint. Did you like the building you were teaching in?
Are you a director? A director?
Am I a director?
Yeah.
No. But did you like the building you were in?
Engineer?
Oh my god, seriously, like I thought you would get it by now, like
No.
just when I thought you were cool now, like you can't guess it.
The building, the
So this is really good here, what he's doing. He's ball busting, you know, he's like giving her a bit of a hard time in a play fun way. This is what flirting is. Have you ever seen two dogs biting each other or two lion cubs when they play fighting? The dogs aren't really trying to hurt each other, but it almost looks like they are. So if you hear the verbals, it's like, oh, just when I thought you were cool, you had to say something like that, which if you had to read it on a transcript, it's like, wow, how did that come across? But when you see it played out in real life in the situation, you can hear the girl laughing her ass off, having a great time in the conversation. So he's kind of busting her balls. Just when I thought you cool, I can't believe you said that. So it's got a little bit of friction. It's got a little bit of tension. And that's what flirting is. Most guys suck at flirting because they aren't good at holding tension. Okay, so we'll wrap it on there. The interaction carried on longer than that, but I hope you got some 3 tools out of here. Number 1, show intent. Like tell the girl that you think she's cute, you know, don't worry, you're not going to die. Number 2, add in a role play. It makes it fun. It makes it interesting. The girl enjoys the conversation as well. And number 3, don't be afraid to ball bust. Don't be afraid to tease her a little bit. Give her some shit. Let the tension come into the interaction because that's where the attraction is created, in the tension of that little back and forth, that little bit of banter. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your biggest takeaways below, and I will see you on next week's episode. Bye-bye for now.